to victory from them to protect your national identity. If it comes out that we took them out, you know,
course
like
we
look at
took
what
them
happened
out.
with Iran, right? When Trump zapped the
Wait,
dude
what?
and it puts the American flag on.
The fuck is that?
It's like good.
And then they bombed a unit with nobody at it, and they said, "Look what we did. We retaliated."
Exactly.
No, you didn't.
So they had to do that to keep up their.
You're talking about Soleimani. Ghassan Soleimani.
Yeah. So they had to do it to keep up their, you know, I guess morale, image, whatever it is. But not only I guess struck first, but we took credit for it. Let's say we didn't even do it. Let's say they did it by accident. Trump throwing the flag up there steals the story.
He's a marketer.
Like, you know what I'm saying? So it doesn't matter.
That's what people said. You had, when you had oil money, you're like, I got oil money. I kill Soleimani. Who knows?
But for real, and that's how you know Russia didn't want the smoke either. Because if Russia did do it, the fact that they never claimed it means that they don't want
who benefited the most. Think about who benefited
the establishment. I'm with you on that argument. I think that you look at like a lot of times throughout history, especially like when you start to delve into conspiracy land. Conspiracy doesn't mean something's not true, but the way that like certain presidents have been attacked, especially the ones that oppose certain institutions you've spoken about. Like Andrew Jackson is the number one dude, right?
Ultimate guy. Yeah, you're right.
Jackson takes down the Fed.
Yeah. But that's
the way we remember Jackson is
that's a big elbow. You don't have this anymore.
Native Americans,
and now you're losing fish.
The idea that we're putting him on a pedestal for being racist and hating Native Americans.
The story to kids, it sticks.
Yeah.
And then you're like, oh, he reminds me of this guy. And this whole concept with nationalism.
That's an L, dude.
Is a bad word.
Wait, it's not an L. Oh.
What's the antonym of nationalism? What is the antonym of nationalism? Globalism. Okay, so listen, I'm proud of being I love my country. I'm not going to be a globalist.
Yeah. I've traveled the globe. Don't love all that.
No, I'm good. Yeah.
I'm a nationalist. I am.
You look like you had a blast in Morocco. Where were we? Morocco, right?
Morocco's amazing.
Like you guys had a
fun
so much.
So what's the next spot? Where are you going to next?
Can we say? Yeah, we'll talk about it. We're gonna go to. Well, we'll go. We're gonna go to Turkey. Have some fun in Turkey.
Istanbul or like.
Pop into Istanbul, Bodrum, have a nice little summer vacay.
Nice. They have good bookstores there. I think you guys are going to enjoy the libraries and
that's
coffee.
what we're there.
This is problems for me. I didn't think this through.
I do like the way that Turkey is, I don't know, I just love their role in history, especially like ancient history. You know, you see all these, that's kind of the new conspiracy I'm getting into. The history before history.
The history before history?
Yeah.
Which part of Turkey?
Oh God, what's the name of it?
Göbekli Tepe.
There's one site, but there's like this specific area where they have all these. They've discovered all these like cities that are underground, and they've been like carved into the bedrock, and where people would live. And you're talking about some of these cities are so meticulously designed that they went down to the water level and stopped right before the water level. So you have access to water while you're underground and protected from whatever was, you know, going on upstairs. And who knows what it was. Maybe it was meteor showers. Maybe it was crazy animals. Who knows? But human beings went underground for a stage in our existence, and we don't know why. Go for it.
You guys got to get to the bottom of it. We got to figure this thing out.
But I got to get you down to like a nice little rabbit hole. But this is the cool thing about, I think lately, you know, as we discovered more about history, the timelines start to change. You've seen it with like the pyramids and all the Egyptian
there's problems
stuff,
for me right now.
You should get a guy named Graham Hancock on your pod.
Oh, I do love
Is
a little
he the guy,
Graham.
the YouTuber with like 6 million subs or something like that?
I do love a little Graham.
We had...
you know who I'm talking about? The guy that does these history videos that... You know,
Uncharted X.
We had a guy named Ben Van Kerkwijk on who is fantastic as well. And it's just a bunch of these guys who have studied these like, you know, ancient structures.
Yeah.
And, you know, part of the analysis is we don't think that this is physically capable with a stone and a pick. So there had to be some sort of technology, or it had to happen way earlier and the remnants of those civilizations is completely wiped out, which is kind of exciting. Right? Don't you want to know that this has happened all before? How different are we really?
Yeah.
Wait.
Like, Mark, you were
What
saying
was that?
you went to Pompeii. Have you been to Pompeii?
No.
But like, you
Pompeii,
in southern Italy.
Yeah, Napoli.
Yeah, it was covered by Mount Vesuvius in like 32 AD, giant eruption, and then basically perfectly preserved the city until it was uncovered in like the 80s or 90s.
So it's completely locked in, right? Because it was wiped out in a day. Everybody was hanging out. And then you see how they're living, and it's there's like a fucking dick museum. There's there's brothels and stuff like that. And the brothels all have like paintings of what you can do because not everybody spoke the language. It was a big like a mariner city, but like
prostitutes. They wore sandals with a symbol for prostitution, so you could follow where the sandals were, and you could find the prostitutes that way.
They got fast food restaurants and shit, and it's just like, oh wow, a few thousand years ago, they're living the exact same way. In many, in certain, with certain things that we are right now.
Podcasting, everything.
Yeah, there was definitely thoughts going. Super.
Twitter Spaces, there's the whole thing.
Yeah. Okay, so. All right, where are we at? We're at conspiracies.
Oh shit! What am I doing? It's my
maybe
time.
these institutions
My time.
Okay.
Holy.
Come at it from another angle. We can't sit here and believe that like the course of America is plotted in 4-year increments, right? So in other words, like a new president comes in.
He's
like,
looked
all right,
too.
here are all my ideas. You go do it. You've run businesses that are incredibly successful. You couldn't have a new CEO pop in every 4 years and then they work, right? You need a long-term strategy, right?
So you don't think 8 years is enough?
What I don't think is that the president
Yeah,
makes any decisions.
just gonna leave it though. It's fine.
Any decision?
I think they let him make a few. I think they let him
That's a
make
good
a few.
strategy. You just say what he says back to him, and then he's like, oh,
Yes.
Yeah.